Cause we like to hunt, fish, play out in the mud. That's the way we do round here, so now you know what's up.
Alright, what's up folks? Welcome back to Outlaw TV. Well, it's been a little while since I talked to y'all. We've been having GoPro issues, having editing issues, having sound quality issues. I think we've gotten past all that. So we're going to be back in business, hopefully, doing videos, some good subject matter coming up in the near future. 27's close to being running, my Roadster. Steven's 64 Chevrolet pickup's close to being running. It's got to be running by the end of summer. So there's some good subject matter coming up. We got some gun shooting coming up. We got drift trikes coming up. We've got subject matter on this video. We're talking about Melissa's Jeep. We got some wheeling coming up. You know, all kinds of cool subject matter coming up, so it's good to be back. A little bit about this video. So we bought this Jeep Wrangler 4-door, and it was basically a bone stock Wrangler. First thing out of the box, we decided we wanted to buy some rims, so we bought 4 rims. And we've been driving around with 4 rims, and we bought a 5th rim because, you know, Jeeps just aren't cool unless they've got, you know, matching spare to the rims that are on the ground. So we got our 5th rim, got some tail light guards on it, and we up and decided that we wanted to do a different grill. So I bought an Angry Birds off eBay. All I can say is I speak very highly of the quality on this grill. It was an excellent piece for the price. I watched a lot of YouTube videos trying to come up with an idea of how I was going to do this grill. I wanted it textured like the fenders and the roof and all that stuff. Didn't want to use the peel and spray or whatever you call it. Just didn't really care for the way the plastic did. There we go. I didn't care for the way that stuff worked. So I went ahead and did what I did. Another thing while we were doing this grill, Melissa didn't like having to pick bugs out of the radiator from the big openings in the grill. So we put a windscreen on it. Super cheap, easy way of doing it. So basically I took this guy's video and I took this guy's video and I took this guy's video and I took this guy's video, threw them all together and basically did my own thing. This isn't a how-to video. It's basically just telling you what I did, how I did it, but again, not a how-to. I didn't cover all the steps, but I covered most of the steps. It's really simple to do if you have any fabrication, any kind of, you know, just knowledge in general on how to use tools and how to do stuff, and common sense on how to make this piece work with that piece. But if I lose anybody in the video and you like it and you want to know more details, pretty simple. Click that comment section down there, ask me a question. I'll be more than happy to answer any kind of question there is. So, you know, that's pretty much the extent of it, man. Just a little bit of work on the Jeep. And I'm probably not going to shoot an outro, so I'm going to do it now. Like I said, man, I just appreciate everybody watching Outlaw TV. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that, not share, what's it called? Follow, you know. Get us out there, man. We're trying to get big. You know, just a white dude in San Antonio, Texas, messing with hot rods, fishing, guns, you know, just stuff, man. So give us a like and a share and a holler and a follow and all that kind of good shit. All right, man. Laters. All right, so here's what we got. We got us just a nice little cheap eBay Angry Bird style grill. I do got to say I'm pretty impressed. It was extremely cheap. It was probably one of the cheapest, as in how much it was. One's on eBay, and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed. It's nice, it's thick, it's sturdy. In fact, I kind of feel that it's sturdier than the one that actually came on our Jeep. So, you know, that's always impressive, I guess. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make, I explained it earlier, but we'll try to explain it again. We're gonna make a wire mesh to go in here, which in turn will keep bugs and stuff like that out of the radiator. So here's the grill, here's our wire mesh. Again, like I said, keeping it stupid simple. All it is gutter guard from Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever. Just powder coat it in black. So, you know, extremely simple. Problem we've got here is we've got this 90 degree, well, it's more than a 90 degree, whatever this bend is here, it's got to come off. I don't have any tin snips here at the house. That would probably be the ideal thing to use, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my grinder. You know, the hell with it, I ain't too worried about it. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and flip our grill over. Okay. Just gonna give us a rough idea of how big it is from here to here. So that way we can cut our pieces out. All right. Excuse my mess in my garage, but it's been a little while since I've been out here working. I'll come over here and find me a tape measure. So it looks like lengthwise 10-inch pieces would work pretty damn good. So 10 inches. Each hole has got to leave a little bit of room to attach it. We'll say each hole is 5 inches. How much are we going to get out of this mesh at that portion? I'm just going to take and measure straight from the bend, so it's 6 inches, so I can lose a little bit here, there, wherever. And they are 36 inches long. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes. So yeah, about just enough. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off, get things set up, get this first wire mesh modified up, and get me a couple of pieces cut out, and we'll go from there. Here's what I've done so far. I highly suggest that with working with this mesh, if you're going to attempt this on your own, to definitely wear a pair of gloves. So basically I've taken here and cut out 3 sections. That's all I could get out of one piece of that mesh was 3 sections. So there's what we're gonna get. And ended up being 10 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide. So for each one I had to make, I had to make a cut to cut the 90 off of it. I had to make the cut down to size, and then I had to cut it to width and length and all that kind of stuff. So I guess probably 3 cuts each piece. So yeah, pretty simple. And let me tell you, I don't recommend everybody do it because, I don't know what you're comfortable with, but using a grinder to do this, shit, it cuts it like butter. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off and cut the 90 off this one, and then I'll go ahead and run through cutting out one whole section for y'all. All right, I've got the 90 cut off of that one. Very important, set of good safety glasses and a pair of gloves. Okay, folks, pretty simplistic. So I've got me a soapstone here, and all I've done is just take this piece that I already have cut out to already the exact same size that I need. Take it and lay it on there. Make sure you got it laying in the right spot. Bump the soapstone across it. All you're looking for is a reference mark. It doesn't really matter all that much, because once you start cutting it, you can see pretty much where you need to cut based off of the little lines. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see the outlines. I can see them. That's all the important shit, I guess. Grinder, turn my grinder on. I'm not going to talk anymore right this second because y'all won't be able to hear me. Told you, cuts through like butter. All right, and for the next one. Pretty simplistic, really. There it is. Peel that sticker off there, and there's another one ready to go. So that's 3. All right, well, I'm not gonna bore you with the rest of them, cutting them out. So again, just gonna turn the camera off and run through them real quick, and then I'll holler back at y'all. So what I'm basically doing, I'm down to my last one. I gotta run back to Lowe's here in a bit and pick up some more. So what I'm basically doing is, here's your clip, okay? The ones on the far 4 corners over here, they're easy. You can put them on, you know, as they are, as they come out of the package. But what I've been doing is on the center ones in between, I just basically took and cut them right there, just on the other side, just on the edge of this leg, and it makes them just perfect width to go in between those bars. And then just to get a little bit more pad closer down this way, if you notice on all these bottom cornered ones, well, not that one, but these, and then of course these 2 here, and of course the ones that I'm going to put here, all I'm doing is just taking, and these are just a pair of regular old meat shear plastic handled scissors. I'm just basically taking and cutting the corner off of them like that. Just allows it to go a little bit further into the hole. Okay, with this Gorilla Glue, they say it works off of moisture, so I've got me a paper towel here, just wetting it down. Peel my sticky back. Just using a little bit of Gorilla Glue, not a gang load. Lay it in its spot, push it down. Pretty much, that's it. Now it's gonna take this thing overnight to dry, but I'm not too worried about that because I still need to paint the other side of the grill. Of course, I need to sand it and all that kind of good stuff too. So I'm gonna go ahead and whoa, that one's still real wet. That one ain't too bad. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and set this thing back inside the garage, clean up everything off the back of my damn truck, and go run and buy another package of those things, just so I can get 3 more. Ain't that some shit? We got the rest of those done. I got the grill sanded. All I really did was just run it over with a red Scotch-Brite, just a regular old general red Scotch-Brite. You can get them at most painter supply places. I think Lowe's and Home Depot sells them. I know for sure the Auto Parts sells them because I bought a pair of them the other day in a pinch while I was at the shop because all of mine were here at the house. But basically all I did was just run over it real quick, you know, give it a good clean off. Tried my best not to touch it because the oils from my skin will mess it up when the paint goes on. And now I'm just going to go ahead and blow it off. Said, just make sure you get all the little cracks, crevices, all that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to move it over here to my awesome sawhorse workbench, set it up, and getting ready to spray it in some paint. So I'll holler at y'all folks in a little while. Oh, you know what, let me go ahead and run over what I'm doing paint wise. All I'm doing is using some Rust-Oleum truck bed coating, you know, fake rhino-line, just trying to get the textured appearance like the rest of the parts on the Jeep. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot some paint. Well, we're all sprayed with the Bedliner. Just a real quick review on that Rust-Oleum Bedliner shit. It sucks. It sucks ass. Yeah, you had to vigorously shake it while spraying it to get it to spray out. And I don't know how good it's gonna level out. I've got a lot of high and low spots, like a, you know, a shinier spot here and a shinier spot there, etc. So like I said, I don't really know how it's gonna level out. If it doesn't leveling out to my taste, I'm probably gonna go buy some semi-gloss black and shoot over the top of it, because the whole point that I was trying to do was to get the texture in it like the fenders and stuff have. And it's there, it's just, I don't really care much for the you know, the high and lows. It may level out though once it starts to dry up, but it's there. So next step is to let it dry overnight, and then we'll assemble the grill into it tomorrow, the backing plates that we cut, and put it on the Jeep. Wished I could show you the Jeep, but the Jeep's not here. Melissa's out running around, running errands, picking up her son, and grocery store trips and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess you get to see it when we do the assembly and the install. So here's the Jeep with the factory grill in it. I've already disassembled it because I was hoping this was getting ready to go together a little bit quicker, but it took a little bit of time. But just a little run through. Take the grill off. You got to pop these guys out. There's one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. They're real simple to do. You just stick a flathead screwdriver underneath the edge of it, pop it up like that, pull the center out of it, and then get your screwdriver here, pop that up. That takes that loose. Then you take and pry the grill out this way, which I've already disassembled it, so it's just sitting on there. But you got these clips down here. You got a clip here that clips in right above the parking light, and then you got 4 clips across the bottom, and of course another one over there on that parking light. Takes the grill out. Then you have to take the housings out of the grill for the parking lights, so you can put them in your new grill. And here's Melissa. She's putting the inserts in because she's got a little bit more patience than I do for shit like this. She's on the last insert. So be back in a few seconds. We'll have it all assembled and show you what it looks like. So there's old grill versus new grill. We got the parking lights in. It's got the mesh in it. And luckily my new grill came with all the clips and everything, so I didn't have to try to pry those off the old one. And yeah, we're getting ready to put it in now. It's all put together now. I also took the liberty yesterday of painting this piece down here because it had yeah, pretty bad sun bleaching in it. So along with all the rest of the plastic stuff on the Jeep, but we'll address all that stuff later. But there it is. Angry Bird grill, textured to match fenders, inserts to keep stuff, bugs and stuff out of radiator. Yeah, I'm pretty content with it right now.